a chat with you right now about like manifesting and how we manifest and what that can kind of look like. So if you are at the moment feeling like, well, actually, let me rewind. Okay, so in speaking with some people recently, they have voiced certain things, beliefs, and it has seemed like a common thread. And I'm going to show you how you can play with those thoughts, those beliefs, those ideas that you have in your head to create something new. It's kind of like what we call flipping our shit, but I'm going to kind of show you the workings behind it and mention something that I think is actually missing from the process that people are trying to use. So let me explain. Okay, so if you are, maybe it comes down to, maybe you're saying something to yourself like, I'm a highly strung person. Or maybe it's something like, I'm always so stressed out. Or I am stressed out, or I'm overwhelmed. What else could it be? If you're on live here, I don't think anyone is right at this point in time, but you can share some with me. It could be, my kids are so intense. Do you see where I'm going with this? Like, you're making a statement. You've created a thought and you have actually then manifested that. And how it works is when we think a thought, it gets sent out into the quantum field. And so from there, what you feel from that thought, essentially it charges it and it collapses it and it draws those experiences to you. So if you are thinking, my kids are so intense, then you are actually sending that thought out into the quantum field. You're feeling the intensity in your body. Maybe you're feeling really frustrated. Maybe you're feeling aggressive. Maybe you're feeling like you want to run away. You're really allowing your body to resonate with that thought. And that is really adding then that charge to the thought. It's collapsing it and it's creating that experience. It's drawing those experiences to you. So then from there, your mind is going to seek evidence of this thought that you now believe and potentially have it running through your head often, but you won't notice because we operate from our subconscious 95% of the time, when by the time we're like around 35, I think it is. So when we have got that thought, our body has physically like really resonated with that thought. It has been charged up, it has been sent out, it has been collapsed, and now we're drawing these experiences to us. Our mind is seeking the evidence of this thought and making us pay attention to it when we see it there because we want to find evidence, we want to know we're right. Then that is what we're going to experience. So how this can be helpful is because perhaps you don't want to experience that your children are really intense, or perhaps you don't want to have the experience that you're really always highly strung, or that you are really stressed. So then you get to start to play with thinking about a new one. And where I think we begin to lose track, or not even lose track, where I think we lose power to make this really potent and make it a reality for us, is right from the top. Okay, so the thinking, the thought part. And when we want to think a new thought, we have to do that quite consciously, because if it's different to what we have been playing out up until then it has been set on like the old thought has been set on a really strong wired program. So it can feel uncomfortable, it can feel difficult. We have to be really conscious to then untangle, unwire that thought and create a new one. That's why it can be quite hard when we want to change our beliefs, change our habits, change anything than what we're used to doing. Okay, it's not because, oh, this is good for us, it should be easy, or, oh, why is it always hard for me? Like, it is hard for us because we have probably mostly unknowingly or subconsciously created these really ingrained programs and pathways. And our brain is plastic. We can create new neurological pathways. It just means we need to be more conscious of it and do it regularly. So maybe you might consider some other thoughts that you want to be thinking. Maybe it is like, I'm the calmest I've ever been. Maybe it is, I'm the most chill person I know. Maybe it is, my days feel like cocktail hour in Bali at sunset. Who wants that? I would like that. Hi, Lisa. I was just saying maybe we want to create a new thought from feeling really highly strung or really stressed. Maybe the new thought might be, what was it? My days feel like cocktail hour in Bali at sunset. Would you like some of that? So if we've decided we've got a new thought, first of all, what I see that can be missing is that sometimes these thoughts, these desires, the things that we want to create, these new kind of ideas that we want to create from ourselves can often come from shoulds. Like, I should want things to be a certain way, or I should want a certain amount of money, or my day should look like this. So therefore, it's kind of like operating from your head in terms of thinking about what your new thought might be, what your new experience is that you might want to experience. So the first thing I think is we really have to start to tune into our body and really feel into our inner knowing. Feel into what our body is yearning for, what we are craving. That guides us. Our body is like our best tool for guiding us to our intuition, for guiding us to our real true pleasures. Like everyone, we all have a unique formula of values, a